Check, check, check. Good evening, surprise, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard a surprise stream. It's not the Citation 10. It's not Microsoft 2024. I have a problem, chat. I have a problem. The first problem is I got addicted to the ATR 42 from Red Purple Simulations, so we are going to give that a try tonight. We've got an ATR 42. The model is not great. I know the model's not great, but wait till you see these systems. The systems on the Red Purple are just, it's PMDG ATR. So it is early access. It's a new dev coming out for XP12. Right now it's a placeholder model. It's completely placeholder, but the sounds are going to be one-to-one real life, trust me. And the systems are PMDG Fenix quality. Okay, so that's what we're going to be flying right now. That's the first thing I got to get off my chest. The second thing, I'm addicted. I have a problem to XP12. There is a scratch that I cannot itch, and the only way to get close to that itch is to continue flying XP12. I figured we flew it today early this morning. Let's wrap up the evening with one more XP12 stream back in the King. I was like a second away from getting hopped right back into Chieftain because I made a tweak to my Bruno profile. I had a setting wrong down there towards like 50 knots where my sensitivity basically went to like 100%, and that's why it got a little bit iffy. I noticed it on that last stream we did, so I fixed the setting. I uploaded the profile into the Discord. If you have a Bruner, it's one-to-one real life. Give it a shot. But yeah, I was going to fly the Chieftain back, but I thought maybe you guys were getting tired of seeing the Chieftain, even though I'm not tired of flying it. But I did mention the King Air. So what I was saying about the Red Purple was a joke. We are going to fly the King right here, Beechcraft King Air 350, and we're going to take her out of a gloomy Crescent City, California, and take her all the way down to Watsonville, an airport I haven't landed to in, I don't know, 50 years. Not that long, but I've only been to Watsonville one time, and guess what? It wasn't in an airplane, so I've never actually flown into Watsonville. We're going to be flying this flight as Prestige 357. I have Say Intentions AI rocking and rolling this evening for the air traffic control. I'm going to test it out in XP12 tonight. So Say Intentions AI is going to be accompanying us. I love Say Intentions AI. I've been using it pretty much exclusively in Microsoft 2024, and we're going to give it a shot tonight in XP12. So I didn't get anybody. I didn't troll anybody with the ATR thing over there. Oh, man. All right. Well, hey, listen. I thought I could. One of these days, I'm going to get y'all. One of these days, I'm going to get y'all. Let's talk real quick before we fire up the King here. Performance and mods to the simulator. This is a big deal. If you were there for this morning's stream, I came across something. Somebody in chat, I don't know if it was you, 1DSC. Maybe it was Krisk. There was somebody that said something on the first stream that there's a glitch in XP12 during sunrise. So when our performance went to like, I don't know, 10 FPS today on the first stream, I started thinking, okay, it's my map enhancement, it's something I did wrong, blah, blah, blah. While I think I overdid some of the settings, there is a bug, or at least a performance issue, between the hours of 6:30 and 6:45. Really, it's about 6:35 to 6:45 in the sim on the West Coast time. So it's sunrise. At sunrise, my FPS goes to 12. At 6:47 a.m., I go to 50 FPS. It's a time window. It's a 10-minute time window. And I'm using the time that we were in the sim today because it's going to be different to where you are in the world. But there's a window of sunrise in the sim where I don't know if it's having trouble rendering daylight and nighttime at the same time. But it's the weirdest thing. I could repeat it by just fast forwarding the keys or the time. Like I could fast forward the time, I'd be at 12 FPS, go to 6:47, 40 FPS. So that was an interesting discovery. So we know not to fly that little time window, or if we are going to fly a morning like that, let's just fast forward through that little time window there. The second thing, the mods you're seeing this evening, I've streamlined it, and I may continue to streamline, but this is what we're rocking. XPME, so Map Enhancement Pro version, enhanced textures, enhanced night terrain, and night texturing. Bays Night Mod, which is going to add a little bit of glow. I've done some tweaking to bays. Bays is probably the next thing to go bye-bye, but we're going to see how it handles on this flight. Bays is probably going to go bye-bye after the stream. We'll see how it handles. But we do have the bays light mod. That's it. And we don't have extended night lighting. I pulled it out of my sim. I deleted it. I posted a picture in Discord. The Map Enhancement Pro version attempts to do what extended night lighting does. It doesn't do it as well, but it does it well enough to where you could probably get by with it. And if you have a limiting system where you just care more about performance when you're flying into LAX at night, you might just stick with the Map Enhancement Pro version. Now, the other option that I'm thinking, depending on how this stream goes, I might stop the Pro version night mode, and I might get rid of bays and then reinstall the extended lights. We're going to see how tonight looks. It is 6:22 p.m. West Coast time now in the simulator, and we're flying down to Watsonville. We're going to go right over the Bay Area. So similar route to that we flew this morning. We're actually going to go right over Fortuna, which is Eureka, and then we're going to go over Mendocino VOR, which is right where Ukiah is, and then down over the bay into the evening. So that is the plan for today. So with that said, let's enjoy ourselves a little PM flight, shall we? I'm going to hop into the airplane here. Let's do our simple walk around mode on the beautiful King Air 350, and let's get her prepped for flight. So we'll go ahead and pull the tags off that one there. We'll pull the engine plugs out. We'll pull this sucker out here. I'm going to go ahead and chalk it for right now. Do we need to gas up? I think we need to gas up. Do we have a gas can? All right, let's go ahead and gas up here. What do we got for fuel? We got to go to the weight and balance tab. Weight and balance. How much fuel do we need tonight? 2,000 pounds. How much do we have? Total fuel weight. We have 722 pounds. So we need 2,000 pounds? Yeah, we need to gas up, bro. All right, let's go ahead and start filling up. Let's go ahead and, what's the price of gas out here at Thrustset? It's got to be close to $7, man. Got to be close to $7. Yeah, no, Tyson, you can set it. I'm waiting. Thrustset, you're up. You're familiar with this side of the way. It's got to be. We're Crescent City. I mean, it's got to be. Let's go 650 a gallon. 655. We get a prestige discount. 655 for Jet A. 655 for Jet A. All right, let's go ahead and start gassing up. How many gallons are we going to need to add to this tank? So we've got. Wow, this goes way fast. 30 gallons. Oh my gosh, this goes fast. Let's go 50. All right, we're 61 gallons on this tank. All right, and we're going to add another 60 gallons over here. Do they need biofuel? Let's go over here. We'll pull the plugs. Somebody attempted to start the King Air with the bra strap on and snapped it. So Chris PT6, he's got to get us a new bra strap because he accidentally tried to start it with the bra strap on. Which, by the way, it gets very hot if you do that. All right, let's go ahead and continue fueling here. Let's go ahead and add another. Let's get up to 100. We added 60 on that side. Oh, really? You're a SoCal? Dude, I thought you were a NorCal guy for some reason. I thought you were a NorCal. This thing goes way fast. You got to be careful. All right, there's 100. We'll go 125 gallons. Excellent. So we just spent that can't be right. $1,800? Wait, is that 1,800? I think the decimal's in the wrong spot. 125 gallons? Oh, there's an 800. Oh yeah, missing a whole digit there. $818. Almost $1,000. We haven't even got started yet, and that puts us at. Nope, we still need another 500 pounds. Let's keep going. Keep going, Chief. Keep going. We might have a little fuel imbalance here. Actually, that's a good point. We got to see what are we at. We're at 112. Oh yeah, we need to keep filling up the left side. We're at 1,700 pounds. We're at 112. We need another 40 gallons in the left tank here. We need another 40 gallons, so we need to go to 196. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, we're over $1,000. We're over $1,000. That doesn't include the price of a new PT6 bra. Oh, we're 193. Are we full? Yeah, we filled it up, baby. That can't be right. I feel like we just $1,265. Okay. What does that give us? I think we added way more fuel than I needed to. We got a fuel imbalance. Oh my gosh. I thought this was the nose. Chat. Chris, we got a problem. You filled the wrong tank, brother. We got a big fuel imbalance now. Can we try to transfer fuel? Let's try to transfer fuel. But we have a total fuel now of 2,000 pounds, so we're good. But I thought this was the nose of the aircraft. Oh, brother. So what's that imbalance? 60 gallons? That's 300. That's a 500 pound, almost over 500 pound imbalance. All right. Well, it is what it is. Row 2, 335. Let's see. Chris is, you wouldn't want to fight Chris. So he's probably, let's see. Probably. So I'm going to say Chris and I weigh probably about that. Row 1 with 170, that's fine. Actually, yeah, row 1 is good. 335. Total weight is 13.1. And max that, yeah, we got plenty of room. So 335. Let's change this to 100 pounds. And we don't need combined in the back. Yeah, let's do 350. 350 in the back with some baggage. All right. So that's good. We'll apply the load to the aircraft, and we're going to see if we can... oh, what happened to our crew? Are we maxing out? It can only allow the crew to be 360 pounds? That ain't going to work. 450 max on the crew weight, huh? Interesting. Max takeoff is 15. We're well below. Wow, you can only be 220, let's see, 200 pounds, 450, 220, 220, 440. That's about right. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Uh-oh, I accidentally, so we'll hit apply. All right, we'll close that. I accidentally toggled my my view here by hitting my, I'm going to have to get back to this. All right, so we're good. We're fulled up. We're out of balance. And let's make sure we close the caps. Yeah, the caps are closed. We'll pull the chocks. And oh man, yeah, this is we're heavy. We're out of balance. All right, we'll hop in here, and we will stop the walk around. And let's go to the doors. We'll get rid of the fuel truck. We'll close the aft door. And I'm going to immediately start engines and see if we can't start transferring some fuel. So to do that, we're going to get the battery switch on. Battery switch coming on first. Make sure our sounds are up. So there is an FTSim sound mod, which I am going to install for this aircraft, but I haven't installed it yet. Also, I'm going to need to... I didn't set my bindings for that. Dang it. That's going to be a problem. Idle. Oh, wait a second. It appears we have the wrong... That's what it is. We have the wrong... Let's just do that. Idle. Forward cutoff. Yeah, now we're cooking. All right. We had the wrong profile on there. Now I need to reconnect the yoke. Went into settings. All right. You can't transfer, only cross-feed? Yeah, so we're going to start up and try to start cross-feeding immediately. That is the plan. Beacon's coming on, tail flood's coming on, nav light is on. We are idle forward cut off. And we got the fire push bottles. Those are pushed in, so that looks good. Let's go ahead and open up the windows. And we'll start engine 2 first, and we'll get fuel moving here. All right, clear prop. These big motors, we want to max motor them. 15, that's good enough. Low idle. There's the ITT rise. ITT's rolling back. 40% starter cutout. And we got a stable start. Let's go inverter. Right generator on. And we're going to cross, I believe we're going to cross gen right over to, battery's looking good. We're going to cross gen right over to number 1. So high idle. And engage. Yeah, the prop wash is moving the elevator on the Bruner, yep. Oh, low idle, low idle. Watch that temp. ITT's rolling back. 50% starter cutout. And bring this one back down to low idle. Inverter, resetting on. Avionics power's coming on. We'll close that. And immediately, let's see if we can transfer fuel. So crossfeed flow left, standby pump on. Aux transfer override. I'm going to see if this moves the needle at all. So we're right at the edge there, and we're just above the line in front of 12. This is something that's not really done. On the 350, it's engine out procedure only, but we have a significant imbalance, so I'm going to try to remedy that problem. All right, we got 2 good engine starts. I'm going to turn the sounds down just a little bit. Let's go ahead with the rest of the flow. Let's get the airplane booted up. We'll get the EFIS, that's coming on. Rudder boost is coming on. Pitch trim is coming on. Oxygen, that's coming up. Let's go over to our environmental bleeds. Those are coming on. Let's go bleed air to normal. Window defog, we don't need that. Let's go auto on the cabin temperature. Cabin air, that can come on. Co-pilot air can come on. I went to hit the magic barrel ref. We don't do that. Let's turn our radios on. We turned them off the last time we were here. Let's also set up our instrument panel lights. So that's that white light. Engine instruments are on. And indirect flood, a little bit of blue, please. The overhead flood as well. Well, we could do no blue. Let's go just a hue of blue. A hue of blue. All right, we'll get the co-pilot's side panel up as well. No smoking, fasten seatbelt, furnace and coffee light is on. We are pilot mic into normal. Left gen, right gen, triple feed, battery, volts, amps all look good. We are not connected to external power. All right. Emergency instrument lights on, off. We don't need those on. Those are coming off. I did not realize you could load a non-GPS version, and here we are. I loaded a non-GPS version, so we're actually going to be flying. Oh no, we still have the FMC. Never mind. We are going to use the FMC. All right, I'm going to pick up our clearance. I just want to see if this has moved at all. Not really. Cross-fleet flow to the right. What if we run the right engine up a little bit? What is that? What just happened? What is going on with my throttle? what's going on. We have the detent fixed now. I'm going to run that up just a little bit. Okay, let's call clearance. I'm going to call center 2485. Center, good afternoon. Prestige 357, request IFR clearance to Watsonville.
Prestige 357, cleared to Watsonville Municipal Radar Vectors Fortuna, that is filed. Climb and maintain 4000, expect flight level 2701.
Blimey, Captain. We're 125 minutes past our off block, and we've got a bit of a pickle here with connections and duty time piling up.
0150 Zulu, time now 0125.
I'll clear to Watsonville. Radar vectors Fortuna then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. 27010 minutes after departure. Departure is 124.85. Squawk 2472. Clearance void if not off by 0150 Zulu. Time now 0135. All right, 4,000 is set.
Prestige 357, read that correct.
And transponder squawk was 2472. All right, 2472, squawk on altitude. That's in mode number 1. All right, let's quickly load up the flight plan today. Crescent City, Watsonville, Kilo Whiskey, Victor, India. Departing.
Good evening, TBM 175 Charlie Foxtrot on the ground at Crescent City.
Oh, look, see, that is so cool. That is Skynet AI. That's Skynet traffic with a real person on the same
November 5 Charlie Foxtrot,
so
contact ground on 122.8 for your request.
Winds 340 at 6. We'll plan to blast off 36. Runway 36. Execute. All right. Next page. It's straight to Fortuna. FOT. ENI. Mendocino. PYE. I wonder why he didn't give the other guy a clearance. Aussie and then direct. We'll plan for the LOP 02. We'll just do vectors. That's fine. All right. Aussie, and then let's put, in case we get a direct. Oh, it clears out the approach. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right, disco. No worries. Climb. That looks good. Up to 10. Cruise. We're going up to final altitude 270. 250 at 10. Target is 74290. Transit 18. Okay, I like all of that. We do need armed altitude. Let's go ahead and set 4,000 initial. 4,000 is set. The altimeter is 3007. Got the go around. Let's see. Did this move the fuel at all? It did, but not enough to care. So we're just gonna leave it as is. And then we'll try to transfer in flight, but I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Should we just move it manually? Let's just move it manually. Let's go 942. Let's go 1099, 1030. There we go. Let's apply that. All right. No more messing around with fuel. That cross feed's off, standby pump, override is off. Much better. All right. Aussie's Woodside, that's where you grew up, thrust set? Excellent, my man. All right, Crescent City. We're gonna blast off 36, we got a column. Void if what? 50, we got 15 minutes, all right. All right, that's all looking good to me. Let's go standby. Weather, zoom the range out, and let's put you into standby mode. Standby mode there. 24.8, good squawk code, no flaps for departure. Auto feather, pitot heats are off for now. That's all normal. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's contact the Unicom CTAF 22.8.
Center, Empire 7658 on the ground at Crescent City, Ivory Chico.
Dude, is that guy? Is that Empire?
Empire Air 7658, Seattle Center. Contact ground on 2.8 for your request.
That's funny. He's giving you a ground for. Why is he telling you to call ground? Call flight service on 22.3. Crescent City traffic. Prestige 357 going to be taxi on runway 36. Crescent City. All right, park brake released. Let's go ahead and start heading that direction. See above. What happened? Had our British voice IRL and ATC from one of your company? Got some expats kicking around? We do. We do, Zip. We do. You're up late, my man. How's it going, bud? All right, so I got to get used to this. So I now have the axis of ground fine. On my throttles, which is interesting. It's good. We're going over here.
Crescent City traffic, TBM 175 Charlie Foxtrot will be following King Air runway 36, Crescent City.
Now, I don't know if I'll be able to actually see the other say intentions traffic because I don't know if I have it set up correctly. I don't think I do, which is unfortunate. Let's do ground speed on that. Let's go. Fortuna's our first fix. Heading is going to be 360 really off the ground. Default live weather, yes. There's your ground fine. That means my, see, I don't know if I like that because my thrust, my travel is going to be extremely short. Brakes are set. We can go prop sync on. We're not going to do our run-up because we've already done all of the run-up. We'll get the defog on. Environmental bleed valves open for this departure. That's going to be fine. No flaps. And we're going to call him airborne once we get airborne. So Crescent City traffic, Prestige 357, departing runway 36. We're going to be a left downwind departure, Crescent City. All right, so with that said, auto ignition's coming on, auto feather is coming on, landing 1, 2, ice light, recog, strobe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hot 5, brakes released, panel looks normal, let's go. Yeah, this is the axis mapping, but I don't know if I like it because it's basically shortened my travel by half on the King Air. Oh, I need to check trims. Let's get lined up here. My travel will be shortened by almost half So that means it'll be really easy to be over powerful or over aggressive on the power settings. I might change that actually. All right, trim is set, electric trim sets, flight controls. We should always do that, especially X-plane. That all looks good. Our fuel is balanced now. Let's go ahead and blast off. I want to see, let's just see real quick. Let's do a power, let's just stay here on the brakes for a second.
City traffic Empire 7658, Cessna 408 is taxiing for the ramp to active runway.
Let's go ahead and let's take off. We're just going to have to be very careful. Auto feather arm. Torque limited today.
Airspeed alive. 60 knots. Rotate.
Positive rate. Gear up. Fly by. That's just a particle effect. We won't worry about that. Let me get my autopilot panel up. We're going to make a left turn here. We're going to ignore the flight director for a minute. Oh my gosh, it's bumpy. Alright, let's call departure. Seattle Center, Prestige 357, 2000, climbing 4000, turning left, direct Fortuna.
Prestige 357, Seattle Center, radar contact. Climb and maintain 10,000, turn left, heading 165, direct Fortuna when able.
Left 165, direct Fortuna when able for Prestige 357. Alright, we're coming all the way around. Climb, power, 3 for 4. Climb 10,000 now. Oh, stupid mouse wheel. There we go. We got 10,000 set. And let's go ahead and get those props 17 here. $775 is the max temp on the torque. We got 140 right now and climbing out, trying to get above this soup here. I think we might get a breakout. It's the outside air temp singlets. I think we're okay. 155-ish is at 160. Watch that pitch a little bit, nose down. I gotta redirect the line in the box. Let's just sync up the flight director heading. That looks good. Let's go heads down. Please don't crash. Der, Fortuna, execute. Nav. And we go ahead and lower that, increase our climb now. 66 climbing 5,000.
Center, good evening. TBM 175, Charlie Foxtrot 1000, climbing 4000, left turn direct Crescent City.
That's this.
57, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Climb and maintain flight level 190, Prestige 357. I'm gonna give Simblitz the radio. Simblitz, you have the radios.
Charlie Foxtrot, radar contact. Over Jack McNamara, field.
Sure thing, V1 Sim. I've got the radios now.
That way I can focus on flying. So that's Joe Plains. You hear Joe Plains, he's on Skynet. He's on Skynet with us, so we are talking to the same AI controllers.
Climb 6,000 feet, direct Fortuna, on course when able. TBM 5 Charlie Foxtrot.
Oh, here comes an X-plane 12 breakout. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it gonna be worth it, chat?
175 Charlie Foxtrot, Seattle Center, climb and maintain 6,000.
Ah, that's pretty freaking good. Holy crap. All right, 160 knots here on the climb out. Torques can come up a little bit. We need to get, yeah, all right. Got the yaw down. So you can, oh, you can't. I forgot. You probably can't see it, but I've got my whole autopilot panel kind of hidden behind the cam there. All right, 9.5 climbing up to 10,000. Now we're looking, we can go 775 is max cruise, or max climb ITT, eh? A little bit more there, props are good.
10,000.
10K. Let's go ahead and kill some light. Landing, taxi, ice, recog, and tail flood all can come off. We'll keep the heats as is. Out of 10, we'll kill the auto feather. Auto feather's off. And now we're just flying.
Around Canada's 154, request taxi, runway 32.
Climb 15,000, TBM 5 driver 5 shot. Track this 1154, runway 32.
There's someone else on say the Skynet network. See, that's going to be the next next level. Man. That's going to be the VAT 7 replacer right there. People are on Skynet. Do we have noise canceling? I think we do. Oh, it's real quiet though. Do we like that? I can turn the sim sounds up a little bit. Almost feel like I'm in a tunnel though. I'd rather, let's turn those off. I got a better idea. Let's turn those off and let's just turn our sim down. Some noise canceling is done right, some is a little overdone. We're following the green line, baby. Direct to Fortuna. Torque keeps falling off, which is true. Let's go ahead and keep pushing it forward. Man. Look at the ortho in the distance. That looks great. Real patchy fog up here now.
Climb and maintain flight level 270.
Climb and maintain flight level 270, Prestige 357.
All right, 270 is set. Let's lower the nose, see if we can get like a VY-ish climb out. See if we can get a little go for speed on this one. All right, I'm gonna lower the nose. We'll retrim. Do 160. Right there. Autopilot on. We're navin. 270. Full screen. Yeah, still using auto haze, but right now it's socked in up here up north. So if you were on the first stream this morning, there was that's where we were. It was gonna be socked in. That's that same marine layer. That's just sitting over the field. The real weather right now is showing mist and 1 3/4 mile, overcast at 300. So what we took off out of was very believable. That was live weather. Not time is fast forwarded about 2 hours. Fast forwarded time 2 hours. So it's 6:54 in the sim. I made it Central Time. Thrustset says, now that you have a moment free, those API keys are auto haze to download and inject real-world haze data. Data comes from those websites. Keys are free. Well, where does the data come from when I just click real on the plugins? When I launch the script and it says real and it loads it. What's the difference between that? Because like if I just go here and I go to fly with Lua, macros, auto haze, and like, yeah, so I'm running real. And it's going to recheck in 5 seconds. Right? So what's the difference? Live weather doesn't work for your XP12. The bowl, I think that is one of the downsides to XP12 is the real weather does seem a bit buggy. But I think it also has to do with the time of day too. Like if you mess with the live time, I think it bugs out.
Transition altitude standard.
All right, standard set. 29092 across the board. Get a little more torque in there. If you run live, you'll get real data. Real is some kind of simulated, I think.
Center, Empire
Really?
7658 passing 2,700.
Let me mess with it more here.
Empire Air 7658, sail center, radar contact. Climb and maintain 10,000, turn left. Heading 125, vectors direct KCIC.
Where is it?
Then
Where
own
is it?
navigation.
Where is it?
Table 1000 and direct Cedar City, Empire 7658.
Live. Do I load? Or does it not? Does it not? Can I not do live? No, it goes real. Oh, I see what you're saying. So I'd have to be able to run live. Yeah. So I'm just running a fixed preset. Okay, I see. Maybe that's why it was a little weird this. Maybe it was a little weird this morning. Zoom the weather radar out here, or zoom the radar out. Get a little bit more torque in there. You know what we never set, y'all? Where were you guys? 27 will set 1,000 above, 28. Good thing we got the frickin' rate almost max. Cabin's climbing 1,800 feet a minute now. Let's shallow out the climb. Oh, you have to set up API keys in the notepad? Yeah, that's the... No. Nope. Nope. No idea how to do that. It's above my pay grade. I'll take the real preset. That's too much tinkering.
Empire Air 7658, climb and maintain 11000.
Maintain 11000, Empire 7658.
Can I get a vertical speed lock in here? It doesn't tell you. I thought it would tell you your vertical speed you currently have locked in. I'm trying to shallow this descent rate out a little bit. Maybe 500 feet a minute. It is one line in the instructions. Yeah, but then you tell me I gotta go to some random websites and then I gotta go download some random stuff and put the random stuff in some random spots. Nah, fam. What I would do for Super King Air and Microsoft, McOatmeal, you're gonna get one allegedly, right? Oh, did I not put this in 2992? No, I put it in the Hectopack Dallas.
Charlie Foxtrot, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Trying to shallow out our...
290,
See what our cabin's doing. Yeah, our cabin is alright. Cabin's doing alright. I wish we had a cabin temp thing to tell us what the temp was actually. That cabin air right there. Is it hot? No, it's perfect. 70 degrees. Love it, baby. Is V1 a full-time X-Planner? JJ, I've got an itch that I continuously need to scratch here. Jason, I did not try the new sound pack for the Black Square TBM. I need to, though. I don't even know if I have the TBM installed, to be honest with you, man. It's been a long time since I've flown that TBM. My go-to PT6 is the turbine Aero. Or not Aero, excuse me. Bonanza. Who wants a turbine? Who wants a TBM 850 when you could have a turbine Bonanza? I think live underestimates the haze often in out haze, especially flying to LA. I was able to observe this. Works great in Phoenix and the East Coast. Alright, I think our cabin is going to be alright. We can increase rate of climb now. Actually, let's just lock it in. IAS hold right there. 200 knots. 200 knots in the climb out. We're temped out now. 775. Got some more torque to go, but we're just going to hang there because we're temped out until we get up to 270. Flyby. Now, there is a sound pack for this FT Sim, which I remember it's the same one we used in the King Air 350 in Microsoft Flight Sim. And I remember that one being way better than default. Not amazing, but way better than default. So I'm going to have to try that out. I just haven't had time to set it up yet. Nice little crab angle. Don't need to download anything file to add keys. What do you mean keys? I have to get a file to add the key. What are keys? Like serial keys? Yeah, JJ, that makes me want to uninstall AutoHaze just because it sounds so confusing. Why, if it's that simple, why isn't it included in the AutoHaze download plugin? Right? Now, I'm going to delete AutoHaze now just because it sounds frustrating and stupid. You have to create a key so the apps talk to each other. You have to create a key so the apps talk to each other. You can register to place internet call to services. Nah, AutoHaze is dead to me. I'm uninstalling it. I am uninstalling AutoHaze. It's dead to me. I don't need no stinking AutoHaze. Iceman, calling FSS work? Flight service? Yeah. You call the flight service to get your clearance? Nice. Hey, it's Todd. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's worth the trouble to me, man. I'll just keep it on the real preset has been awesome. I've liked the real preset. I mean, it's super hazy right now in this part of the world, and it's hazy. It was not hazy on our last flight when we took off, and it was not hazy at all. It's crisp, clean, blue. I got no problem just running the real preset. The real preset seems legit enough to me. I mean, it's hazy in this part of the world, man. Especially now as the sun is setting. We got adiabatic cooling. You can call FSS and say intentions? Yes, you sure can, Siegfried. You have to call flight service when you're on. You either call flight service or you can call Center Freak, depending if you have to call the right Center Freak if you're on an airport like we were at Crescent City and we needed to get our IFR clearance. I'm not going to the same destination. Was also taken out for y'all. Hey, Joe Plains, thanks for hopping on. That dude, it's so cool hearing other live players on the Say Intentions network. That is super cool, man. I got you. Hey, it's Todd. So it's like the old Hoppy thing. I got to get a Hoppy code, and then put the Hoppy code in another code hole, and put that in another code hole. And then what? Then I assume that is going to be an accurate preset. What if I don't like it? Look at the coastline down there. So we're actually, yeah, Fortuna. So we landed this morning. We went past it. Did we go past Fortuna already? Now Fortuna's right off the nose. So Ukiah. I think we went past Ukiah. Over here. It's not that airport. It's Fortuna. Yeah, we went past it. But we landed up here this morning. Maybe right here? Is that it right there? Maybe? Look at that, guys. Come on. AutoHaze who? Microsoft who? The freaking lighting in X-Plane 12 is goated. All right, we're getting ready to level. We're going to be in rental mode this way all the way down to be in rental car mode this evening down to Watsonville. Did I see Say Intention to support in Stream Deck? Yes, I don't run Stream Deck. I don't run Stream Deck or a Stream Deck, but yes, I did see that. Say Intention. Every time I boot Say Intentions, man, there's an update. That's they're cooking, and it's getting better and better. All right, here comes Fortuna. I want to see if we can do a flyby before we need to set cruise power. Probably not. All right, let's go ahead and knock this down real gently. And then we're going to bring our RPMs back. 1,500. Quiet cruise, or I think quiet cruise is 1450. We'll split the difference, 1490, that's close enough. Torques are set, we're doing 770, we're right at, yeah, we're pretty much maxed out. Ground speed of 289, that's pretty good though, almost 300 knots over the ground. Let's see what kind of, where this stabilizes. Jeremy Harvey, what's up, man? Are you still happy with this King Air? It's the only King Air we have, my friend. Isn't she beautiful, Jeremy? I'm happy with it. I need to get, Jeremy, I realize, maybe you remember this. Early days of 2020, Microsoft 2020, the default King Air 350 had an FT Sim sound pack that we used, I think, when we were going to fly around the islands in Tahiti. And I remember the FT Sim sound pack being better than default. Wasn't amazing, but it was pretty good. And that's ironically the same sound pack that I can use on this airplane. So I got to get that installed before the next flight. But 197, this sound pack, this is the default sound. It's not terrible, man. It's not terrible, honestly. I kind of would like a little more depth to the sounds, I think, like during startup. The igniter sounds are spot on. No, Boris did not make the sounds for this one, Jeremy. We're in XP12, man. This is the Airfoil Labs King Air. This is X-Plane, man. This is not Microsoft 2024, believe it or not. Yeah, the frequency with the prop sync, yeah, is good. Very good. Oh yeah, Tyson, the Twatter stream. That's frustrating as all hell, man. X-Plane's looking good though, right, Jeremy? Confusing it with Microsoft. I need to get some more high quality liveries. All the liveries are kind of dated. That's the trees, I believe. So those are the 3D trees rendering in the ortho, I think. It's kind of weird looking. You see that? Kind of weird. So you ain't your words, X-Plane's not dead to you, so now... Well, no. X-Plane 12 wasn't dead. It was almost dead. It was almost dead. It's been dormant for a very long time. It's the recent updates and the lighting that's really got my attention. To be honest with you. And, well, you know, and also the... 7.5. I got hooked on the 7.5. Do I have any of the aux tanks? No, aux tanks are empty. Alright. And now we just cruise our way down the coastline. Microsoft has the same problem with snow. It pops in and out as you fly around. Really? I do remember that in the wintertime. I haven't done Snowstream in a while, though. Bing or Apple Ortho? Callie is very brown right now. I use Bing with Apple Pro backup. Any 7.3 streams coming soon? Yes, there are, because we are going to be doing some 7.3 training streams will be coming up here pretty soon. Would you say the physics are better in X-Plane 12 compared to Microsoft? No, I would not. That is the old myth that used to be true, I think, on the early days of Microsoft. But the myth that X-Plane 12 is the only sim that has good flight models, that is dead. That is not true. The difference is the developer. In Microsoft 2024, if you have a developer that uses the sim to its full extent, Just Flight, Fenix, PMDG, Black Square, you have very, very believable and realistic flight models in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Just as good, if not better, than some of the high ones in X-Plane 12. Now, there are some high fidelity ones in X-Plane 12. The King Air is one. The Cis Piper Chieftain is probably the most accurate flying airplane I have flown on the simulator to date. I mean, it is... I am going to have to jump into the Black Square Barons again to try it again.
658, expect the ILS runway 13 left approach into Chico. Let me know you've got information, Bravo.
That's that was that guy going into Chico.
ILS 13 left into Chico, Empire 7658.
That's that Empire. He's going to Chico. Nice, man. That was actually the 99 route. I think it was Arcata, Chico, Hayward. That was the evening run for the 99. And I would go straight to Hayward. I'd go straight Eureka, straight Hayward, bypass Ukiah. But yeah, there's, like Gus said, garbage in, garbage out. It depends on the dev, man. Depends on the developer.
Cactus.
But I have been so impressed, not only with the just the hand feeling of the Cis Piper Chieftain, and I'm really talking about the Chieftain a lot here because I have solid real world experience in that airplane to back up my claims. I can sit here and tell you this King Air 350 flies wonderfully, but if I sat here and told you, oh my gosh, this King Air flies 1-to-1 real life, I can't really say that because I've never flown a 350 King Air. Now I've flown smaller King Airs, and I can lean on that experience and I can say this is very believable and it flies very good. But I don't know if this 350 is exactly like the 350 because I've never flown a 350. But that Chieftain it's on a different level, especially when you go to pitch and power. I always say that if you have a force feedback yoke, you can make airplanes feel good, but they have to perform correctly in the sim if you want it to be accurate.
Contact Oakland Center on 119.975.
I'll take the radio semblance after this.
Contacting Oakland Center on 119.975. Prestige 357.
I got the radio semblance.
I've got the radios. V1 sim. Let's keep it smooth.
No, I've got it, brother. I've got it. I take it from you. I got the radios. I got it. I took it manually. Oakland, good evening. Prestige 357, flight level 270, smooth ride.
Prestige 357, Oakland Center, good evening.
Look at that, sounds like a real guy. But what I was saying about force feedback, so I've said it before. Look at those orthos, man. If you have force feedback, you can make airplanes feel good, but the plane has to perform well in the sim. And the Chieftain, I mean, I'm blown away. The just takeoff, power, set, climb, thrust, set, it does exactly what it's supposed to do within knots.
357, expected VOR Alpha approaching to Watsonville, circle to land runway 20. In about 20 minutes, I'll start your descent. Notify if you're ready to descend before that.
Roger that. Prestige 357X. I'm not doing it. I don't know. We're doing a circle. We don't have to look at the weather here. Watsonville, winds calm, clear. Maybe we can just get a visual approach. What I'll do is I'll cancel IFR into Watsonville. 4,500 foot strip though. We'll do the LOAT too. Or we can do the RNAV too. Let's do the RNAV too off of Santee. That's easier. We'll do the RNAV too off of Santee. That works for me. I sent you the file for AutoHaze Live for you. Okay, just drop and we can put the AutoHaze Live for you or return to the preset. Like I can do it. Do I have to reboot the sim, Gus? What are you saying, man? Or can I do it right? Can I do it during the flight? But look, see? I guess you're right. I could always go back to real. I just want to show you that. See how we're getting a lot less haze now? See, now I wonder if these trees are pre-caching because of my pro license down there. That's interesting because I have tree draw on maximum. Maybe I should reduce that. That looks freaking great. Gus says drop it in right now. Okay. I mean, look at those. Those orthos are sharp, dude. Look at the traffic on the roads. We're at 27,000 feet. I get it. But those are sharp. All right, so Gus says drop it in right now. Here we go. Let's go ahead and kill the whole stream because Gus wants to play Experimento. All right, so I'm going to go. Where'd you give it? Where'd you send it, Gus? I got to go to Discord. Okay, good. You DM'd me. Drop them at resources, plugins, fly with Lua scripts. Okay, so I'll download this. Thank you, Gus. It's just a text file. That's it. Just one. You said them plural. It's a single text file. I just dropped that into the scripts just to confirm. Okay. I shall listen to Gus. He's my mod manager, because without Gus I get a little carried away. Alright, recents, let's see, plugins, scripts, or no, fly with Lua, scripts, auto haze API keys, drop it in here. Destination has auto haze API keys text. It already has one. Do I overwrite it? Do I override what I have, Gus? Yes, override. Okay. Replace file and destination. Overridden. Now. Hold on, let me go back to a juicier view here in case the stream crashes. Now, do I come up here and do something with this? Do I have to reload all Lua scripts, or do I just go to auto haze settings? Go to live? Whoa! Okay. Alright. Do I use... Okay, XP12 time? Then you... Alright, click live, then tick use cams aerosol data, which it is. Good. Altitude scaling and override XP12. Override XP visibility with real world data. Okay. Okay, do that. Then status line will show data after the first key. That's 5 seconds. And save. Fix BL. What's BLH altitude? Alright, settings saved. Do I use, should I do XP12 time? No, because I want live time, like, so I want the live weather, but fake sim time. So I'm going to leave that off because I adjust my sim time to be more juicy. Alright, so we're live. Cool. Looks the same. That looks amazing, though. Wow, look at the mountain out there in the distance. Do we have a chat ban against Alexander? No. He says he can't type in here, but I can't find anything. Alexander the Great? I have not banned... I don't have any... Well, it's interesting you bring it up, Zippy. I haven't seen him chat in a while. But I don't have a ban against him in here. Unless my kids were messing around on my phone when I had this... No, but that wouldn't make sense because I'm not when I'm streaming. What is this? Where it says add API and then press live again. If I go back to real. the same. Should I reload the script? Or should I, You need to register first with the data providers, then use the keys? Oh, pfft. Hey, brother. Ain't nobody got time for that. Real preset is goated. The BLH boundary layer for haze is at 3,300 feet. Oh, you registered me, Gus? Nice. We'd be coming up over, man, I wonder how I can remove the trees from popping like that. Was that doing that before? Or is that map enhancement moving those trees? Why are my trees moving like that? Is that, surely that's not this. I don't remember the trees doing that. "22 miles from Mendocino," so we landed our first stop this morning, chat. Look at, there she is. There's Ukiah. That's where we landed this morning. In the Chieftain. In the Mighty Chief. In the Mighty Chief. I'm above the haze layer already.
Open center, good evening, November 175, Charlie Foxtrot, flight level 2 Fenix here.
175 Charlie Foxtrot, open center, good evening.
It's easy, just have someone do all the work for you, then it's just these one line of instructions. Exactly, Nico Wafer. I love the sound of beta thrust in the morning. You and me both, JBS. You and me both. Can I come outside the cockpit? Yeah. Try to find a good view. Cinematic view. Oh, let's do GoPro view. That's pretty sick. Where they normally put those GoPros on the wingtips. Where's Nabil Hamdoui at? You got married in Ukiah? Nice, man. No, I didn't hear about it. Kinger landed on the road recently. When do you see Global Forests? Gus, do I have Global Forests? Was that in the boomer pack you gave me? Was that in the boomer pack? I'm excited to see as we get over towards SFO in the evening here. We also have to determine if there is a, like there is a morning time crash out of FPS, we're going to have to see if the same is true for sunset. There's Ukiah. No, Global Force is an add-on. Ah, am I okay? Would you recommend Global Force? I'm gonna get it. Will it fix these things? Will it make this look a little better? One mod at a time, though. I'm done. I'm only adding mods if they're Gus approved. Actually, I do see the haze layer he's talking about. Look at this. So, oh yeah. There's haze over here in the valley. I can see a haze layer over here. Is it too loud for y'all? Or is it just my headset that's really loud? Flight sim guy, brother, what's going on, man? Global forests? Gus, why don't I have that? I should have got that by now. Let me see. Global Forest X-Plane 12. Oh, I think I had this for X-Plane 11. Oh my goodness. Can I just buy it right now? I won't be able... Oh, chat. These pictures look amazing. Hold on, I gotta show you guys this. We're gonna get this today. And we'll do a second leg. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta go home. My family's like, where the hell have you been? You've been off for 2 weeks. And I've been nothing but streaming. I've missed the sim. Look at this. Chat, is that gonna be our sim? I don't want Africa. Well, I guess if we can get Africa covers, that'd be cool too. What? Yep, I'm getting Global Force. I'm getting it. Getting Global Forests. It's happening. Man, we're looking at the wrong side of the airplane. We're missing the next plane sunset over here. Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to buy it right now, Gus. Thanks for attempting to check me though there. That's good. Yeah, just enter all my data live on stream. Did you guys hit the like button for that? Guys, speaking of like button, please do. If you enjoy seeing a little X-Plane mix smash here, hit that like button because it's finally kicking off in the algorithm. I think that first stream, I was very impressed with the numbers on that. So that makes me feel good because I want to fly more Chieftain before I head back to work. It's heavy though? What do you mean, heavy on performance, Jesse? I wonder what the King Air, I wonder what the Black Square King, that'll be, you guys want to compare sims and flight model all the time. When the Black Square King Air drops, we'll finally have something in sim to compare against. The best King Air in X-Plane 12 versus the best King Air in Microsoft. Takes 45 gigabytes of space, that's fine, bring it on, brother. I got a terabyte drive just for X-Plane 12. Oh, something just reloaded. Haze layer updated, maybe. We're halfway around my cinematic pole here. Why don't props contrail in Microsoft? I don't know. Probably because Microsoft's a game and this is a simulator. Damn! I really think Freight Dog will be a great jet card. Can't wait. Yeah, Freight card, or Freight card. Jet card Freight will be. We'll definitely have a. We'll definitely have a company on Freight operator. It's brown down there in Cali. Yeah, I don't remember my tree. My trees are loading at a weird distance. You know, notice that? I'd be fine without any trees. I wonder if I should turn my tree rendering distance down to get rid of that. Is there a good Aero star for X-Plane 12? I don't believe so. No. We do have a good Aero tar in Microsoft 2024 from the Comanche folks. What do they call it? What? Draw a blank, yeah. It's like an indoor-outdoor carpet down there. I know. What's going on with that? That wasn't happening earlier. A2A, thank you. There we go. There's the view we need. A2A simulations. I got experience with level D sim 7.5 a couple months ago, and the graphics remind me of Yep. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that the sim that we train on, honestly, are like X-Plane 11 default or X-Plane 10, like even worse. Imagine X-Plane 10 with X-Plane 12 airports and no objects. So it's just flat, like zoom level, what's the word? Like zoom level 10 orthos. So the world is zoom level 10 orthos, no objects, and the airports are detailed X-Plane 12 style. That's pretty much what we sim on. When we can do some Barry Seal roleplay like the Twin Beach, man, that was one of the most fun streams I've ever done, man, that Twin Beach stream. X-Plane 12 airports, you're giving them too much credit. Okay, maybe like, I mean, I don't know. Some of them look good. Like, we had one sim at Spirit that was like the next-gen bus sim, and you could select certain airports. There were only a handful. Burbank was one, Vegas was another, San Diego was another, John Wayne was another. You could select those airports, and you basically, the sim loaded a tile, kind of like an ortho tile, around that area, and it was very good. It was like if you guys remember Orbix True Earth, if you had the Orbix California, that was amazing. An X-Plane 11, that's pretty much what it had. So we would do our training into Burbank or whatever. You do a Vegas Burbank hop, and the airports were legit, and the scenery even around the airports were legit. But it was only like I said, one tile. You could clearly see it flying in, but then, for instance, when you're flying into Burbank, you come over the hill, you see all the buildings were there. I mean, it felt like flying a level D sim in Orbix True Earth. Rip Spirit, yep. Best job I ever had, baby. Yeah. Well, it was funny, Murphy. It was a CAE sim. Or was it yeah, it was a CAE sim, yeah. Looks like the sun is getting ready to set here as we approach the bay, right? Let's see, PVE. PYE, Point Reyes. I want to get down lower for cinematics. Oakland Center of Prestige 357 request descent to 10,000.
Prestige 357, when you're ready to descend and maintain flight level 200.
Right, descend flight level 200, Prestige 357. That ain't gonna cut it, Chief, but we'll start down. And we'll do an IAS hold there. Whoa, hold on. Ah, I hate that. Can I change that pop-up? Chat. Oh, then the stupid trees. That wasn't happening before. I swear these trees weren't doing this before. The trees are ruining it. But that was real life for a second. Reduce vegetation. Hold on, I'm gonna see if this helps. We gotta figure this out. Vegetation density, rendering distance. Let me go medium and high. I just want to see if we can get rid of those trees while we're in cruise. Because that's mid. It wasn't doing that before. Come on. Oh, buildings for rendering? Shoot, Gus, you're right. Dang it. Oh well. I know, bold of me to switch graphics mid-flight, huh? Damn it. I thought it was Microsoft Fast. I got confused. Sorry. All right, we're back. Yay! That fixed it. Yeah, oh yeah, we're back to real life. We are back to real freaking life. Oh my. Look at the coastline down there. Coming up on Point Reyes. What can I say but to say just you're welcome.
Senator TBM 5 Charlie Foxtrot, we'd like to begin our descent. Number 5 Charlie Foxtrot.
All right, so we have, if our performance takes a dump, we have to note the time because we have confirmed there is a sunrise. It's a sim bug. It's got to be, because to go from 40 FPS to 12 FPS for a 15-minute window and then back to 40 FPS, that's a sim problem. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We're going to see him pull a little more power off the plane here. Look, we just went over the super high overcast. There's a high overcast at, I don't know, probably 30 thou. Now we can see those map enhancement premium orthos. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's related to the shadow map of the vegetation. Got it, Gus. Gus, did you confirm yes or no, yay or nay, Gus, on global forests? Yay or nay? I'll listen to your recommendation. I'm only listening to Gus. There's so many of you putting recommendations in chat, but I can only listen to Gus. Do I use X-World Pro? I don't believe so. I use Sim Heaven, X-Plane Map Enhancement Pro. I don't think I use X-World Pro. Lesson of the day is less plugins. Yeah. Vodka, you got it. Do you have X-Plane 12 vodka? You probably don't. But I tell you what, man, Vodka, the Piper Chieftain on that profile that I updated, I think it's the best hand-flying thing I've ever flown into SAM, dude. It's unbelievable. In X-Plane 12, like the way it handles in 12 with the speed regimes. I have to fly. I got to get back in the black square because I feel like I'm not doing it justice, because I know the black square is amazing too, but I just haven't flown it in a minute. I need to get in and take a look at the black square. We should take up the, I guess the closest to the Chieftain would probably be the turbocharged Baron. Alright, descend to 13,000, Prestige 357. I want to get down below, well, we'll get down below 18, then we'll just cancel. Gus, I already talked to him. I was talking to him. He said not good. He said not good, Gus. Your PC-12 not good. It's got some stuff, but not good. He actually said the SimWorks is better, but flies weird. So hopefully the SWS PC-12 will work better in the Microsoft 2024. Here comes a turn. I mean, the kids are here's what I'll do. When we land, if you guys, somebody disliked, we had 100 likes and somebody removed their like, I'll make you guys a deal. If we hit 125 likes before we land, we're at 99. If we hit 125 likes before we land, I'll text the wife. If the kids are already asleep, I'm in no rush to get home. I will quickly, after we land and take a look at our replay, we will quickly boot up Microsoft 2024, and I'm going to get in the Piper, or excuse me, I'm going to get in the turbocharged, probably Baron, I think, turbocharged Baron, and we'll load in at Eureka, and we'll do some pattern work, just maybe 1 or 2 laps in the pattern, just so I can remind myself what Microsoft props feel like. Because I think in Microsoft 2024, in my opinion, the best hand flying props are all the black squares. But I've never flown anything that flies like that Piper Chieftain in XP12. I need to remind myself. So if we hit 125 likes, we will do that after landing. If you gotta just hang tight, we'll do a quick reboot of the SIP. I won't even take a break. We'll just reboot the SIP. We'll close X-Plane. We'll boot Microsoft 2024. Go from there. But that was quick. Okay, I guess we're doing it. Excellent. Descend 10,000 per 357. And this is where I love saying tensions right here. Local Center Prestige 357. We'd like to go ahead and cancel IFR.
Prestige 357, roger. IFR cancellation received. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR frequency change approved for Prestige 357. Those voices, saying tensions, new voices are insane. We're squawking VFR. We're out of that. Let's go ahead and get the current altimeter in Watsonville.
Transition level.
9 or 9 or 7. Guys, we're going to go right by the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, it's at a weird time, though. The sun hasn't set. The lights aren't on yet. A little bit nuclear right now. Golden sunset. Oh, we got one tile or imagery is bad. That's all right. Oh, it's all right. That's good. It's going through the clouds here. All right, we're going all the way down, and what we can do actually is, where we going? We are direct to OSI, Aussie. Oh, we got to fly to Aussie. That's where thrust sets from. All right, we'll fly to Aussie. The Bay Bridge is lit up, right? Or no? Is that the Bay Bridge? And there's the San Francisco Golden Gate, baby. Shoot, we got to get below 10. Should we do a little detour? Let's do a quick little detour, shall we? Autopilot panel. Heading sync. Heading mode. Oh, that's radar mode. I didn't do that.
TBM 5 Charlie Foxtrot requesting lower.
We're gonna go fly over the Golden Gate.
Number 5 Charlie Foxtrot, descend maintain 12,000.
We're gonna get down to
Descend 12,000 TBM 5 Charlie Fox.
85. Oh shoot, I forgot. Oh yeah, see, I don't like that. We're gonna have to change that. I'm gonna have to change that to a button to go to ground fine. Gonna have to change that for sure. Twiffosp, what's up, my man? By Mr. Gus, by Gus Modriguez. I love it. Modriguez, I love it. A beer. If he ever gets to Expo, I will. My man, Gus Modriguez. I love it, Twiffosp. Thanks for the $5 super chat. That's his new nickname. Mods in the Discord, we need to rename Gus to Modriguez. Modriguez confirmed.
Oakland Center, Delta 201. Good evening, climbing through flight level 340 for flight level 340.
This is the first one we come to.
201 Oakland Center, good evening.
I need to bind that to a switch. That looks pretty cool.
10,000.
Yeah. Let's keep coming right. That's screenshot worthy. Right over the Bay Bridge, man. San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. Definitely VFR and the Bravo. Alright, let's redirect us here. We got some things to do. Direct, Aussie, enter, nav. We're gonna go right up. We got the VFR transition right over the top of SFO. We got approval. Alright, let's get the power back in. We got places to be. We got sims to check. 24 miles out. Things that you'll never be able to do in real life. Exactly. That's why it's fun to do it in the sim, man. Now SFO needs some help down there. Oh, it's because I turned the buildings down, right, Gus? Hold on. Hold on. Should I do a settings adjustment? Yeah. Settings adjustment. Rendering distance high. Vegetation minimum. Like that. Done. Okay, quick reset. Quick reset. I'm trying to dial my sim in. That way you guys don't have to do it if you want to try X-Plane 12. I'm trying to dial this sucker in. No, I'm not using Mango. Is there a Mango sound pack, Zoldegams? I wasn't aware of a Mango sound pack. I'm aware of a FT-Sim sound pack. Do you have pilot deviations disabled? They actually give you a phone number if you bust Bravo. Well, I'm on technically flight following. Right? We still have we did squawk VFR, but I might have them disabled. I don't know. I did get a phone number before though on Say Intentions. They will violate you. Yeah, they will violate you. I might have turned it off. There we go, Gus. We're back. We're back. We back. There's a particle glitch from Airfoil Labs. That looks cool. The traffic going up the Golden Gate there. We're doing an SFO tour. I flew back into the array of vehicles on a Bodega 3. Oh yeah, we're doing a lot more than that. We're not done yet, we're going right over the top.
November 5, Charlie Foxtrot, contact NorCal approach on 127.15.
2715,
1DSC, not yet, but I
Flightbox
will.
getting.
That's what I'm saying. Once I can dial in my X-Plane 12, I will then pin everything that I've got. But I got to dial it in first. Still a lot of trial and error, man. I haven't flown this sim in years. X key disables that by default, you say? Nope, it's still there. Now we're really smoking. There we go. Smoke off. Smoke on, smoke off. I think we're leaking something. We're burning something. Oh man, what's the traffic like tonight? It is a weekday. Jeez. This kind of looks real life. Oh, what's my torque? Oh, shoot. Thank you. Look at my speed. Look at my speed and my torque. Sorry, we got caught up busting the Bravo. A little over torque, that's all right. Little bit of, we're cooking though. Bring the power back, 75, that should get us back down. That's pretty good. That is tear vapor coming out of Microsoft Flight Sim Glazers. Pitchforks are coming out, Andre. Pitchforks are coming out. Barber pole. I am an equal opportunity engine roaster. It's a bug, flight sim guy. Whoa! Somebody just nuked SFO. See, this is where they need the transitions to be worked on. They're working on it. Holy hell! The sky is on fire right now. Apocalyptic. Red sky at night, sailors delight. Alright, coming from this direction, I'm going to actually load up in a pseudo approach here so I know where we're going. Nope, that's not it. Never my flight plan. I might go NORAD here first. Let's do that, let's do that, do that. RNAV2, what did I say? Santee, X2 legs. Direct Santee, send it. Yeah, buddy. Going direct Santee now. Coming up on the Santa Cruz Mountains. It is very apocalyptic. Nah, vodka, it's a glitch. I've had it the whole time I've been flying it. We'll check the failures after landing, but it's a bug. Traeger or A guy? I would like to be an A guy, but I'm a first year FO now, so I'm sticking with the camp chef. I love my camp chef Woodland Pro. I've always wanted a green egg, though. I've always wanted one. I always wanted a green egg.
Contacting Seattle Center on 134.9. Delta 201.
What's the most important add-on for visual enhancement to X-Plane? It is map enhancement. X-Plane map enhancement. That's going to be your ortho streaming. That's the #1 improvement. We're below 10. We should do our below 10 stuff. Let's go ahead and get the auto feather armed. We'll get these on. We're landing at what's your hometown of Watsonville there, I guess? Sea level? Just about. Cap will start coming down here. We could turn the rate down from max. We're not blasting everybody out. 23 miles from Santee. Look at the approach chart. We're going to just be straight up visual. Santee is a minimum, or across Santee at 4,000, but there's a mountain right in front of it, so get ready to chop and drop. I'll set 4,000. Chop and drop, baby. I keep hitting the shift 6 view because somebody told me how to disable the camera effects on the exterior. Looks much better now. Those orthos, man. I can definitely tell. People ask if I can tell a difference between the pro version ortho with high level, high quality. I definitely can. Out lower altitudes, they look much better. They definitely look. They've maintained their crispness. Okay, this is a perfect example of what I'm looking at here. For night lighting, let me turn the sim way down. So, when you have the pro version of X-Plane map enhancement, you can turn on the night features, which kind of work like extended night lighting. You see how we're actually starting to get some lights out here? But you still have popping of the actual lights. And I don't know if that's because it's accentuated by Bays, because I am running Bays light mod. Again, Bays might be the next mod to go to demod my X-Plane, and I'm just going to go with Map Enhancement Pro. All right? But this is kind of what extended night lighting does anyway, by bringing up the glow in the tiles before, or like with orthos, right? So I will probably get rid of Bays and then I might go no bays, and then extended night, and then nothing else, because this true popping of the 3D lights is not going to be fixed until X-Plane can come up with a fix to that themselves. I really don't think that's possible. So yeah, this is probably the last stream with bays. I have enjoyed bays, though. It does add a nice glow to the lights. I think it might be better for those that are doing cinematic stuff like the Nabil Hamdouis and you're making videos. I even turned down the glow a little bit on my bays light mod. I gotta turn off this overhead flood. Blasting me out up here. I can turn down these a little bit. But yeah, so I think bays is gonna go. But the true fix is not a mod. The true fix is 12.5 with the new gen scenery, like Gus Rodriguez said. So I'm right there with you. And the solution, then, just don't fly at night if it bothers you that much. Or honestly, if it doesn't bother you, put the camera like this for a little bit until you load in where you want to go, because this looks pretty freaking amazing. Look at that, guys. I mean, X-Plane can shine. And the fact that we have a King Air out, I love King Airs, man. I think if I could own any airplane in the world, I'd buy a King Air 350 and I'd have Chris PT6 fly with me. Because I don't know, man. I'd take it over a jet. If I had a mission or a flight to do that my King Air 350 was going to be on the verge of, I'll just fly commercial, you know? King Air 350 is a beaut. Is an absolute beaut. Look at the glow of the beacon on the nacelles there. Chris, I'm down, dude. I can wait till I upgrade. Gotta upgrade.
Prestige 357, just letting you know, we are about to shift our runway configuration, but you'll be staying on runway 27.
I'm not gonna be staying on anything with you, brothers. I'm actually gonna switch over to I'm gonna switch over to Unicom 22.8. I'm over on Unicom for Watsonville. All right, let's go ahead and chop and drop, baby. 4,000 set. 4,000 is set. We're going to do an IIS hold. Uh-oh. Click the seat. And look at that. No stage cooling required. Power's coming back. Got to be very careful, though, with my... I'm going to have to change this. I don't have enough throw. See, I bring it right into that D10. I don't like that. Hey, so what's up? Thanks for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, man. It says, if I hit the lottery and become a millionaire, will you become my King Air pilot? As long as I don't have to move, sure. What do you pay? Oh my gosh, look at that turn. I'm happy to have two sims, you know? Everyone wants to just fly one. I like flying both, mix it up, you know? There's an experience. A flight, wow, look at that. That is a very realistic loss of SA. I mean, look, you almost look like you're pointing, you don't know where you're pointing. I could be level here. We're getting into the haze layer. Trust your instruments. There's such a different feeling in X-Plane 12. It's a more raw, like, it's just a more raw, I don't know if intense is the right word, but it's a different feeling. And it has nothing to do with, oh, this sim looks better here, this sim looks better there. It's just, there's a different level of satisfaction when you do a flight in X-Plane A to B successfully, and then you do a flight in Microsoft Flight Center successfully A to B. Gus, what are we doing here with this haze, auto haze here? Your auto haze is cooking me, man. think we're on the approach. We'll be 2 hour inbound. Slowing down. We can go down to 3,000. I gotta get my autopilot panel popped up here. Are we picking up ice? No. 3,000. IIS hold 160. Down we go. Props are coming up. 1,600. Is it more challenging, you feel? No, I don't know if challenging is the right word. It's just, I feel like I've used it a lot. It's more of a like visceral experience, you know? It's intense, man. It's I think raw. I think raw is the better word. It just feels more raw. You know, everything you do feels like I don't know. Yeah, it just feels like you're doing more. All right, 140 knots. I'm gonna see if I can hit the. There should be a mute button on the lever there, but. All right, 140 knots. Here comes the turn. No, I wouldn't say it feels more realistic. Look at that beacon. Going right over that ship down there. It feels more satisfying. That's it. That's it. It feels more satisfying. And not in a, oh, this airplane is better, satisfying way, or these visuals are better. The whole experience when you go A to B and are done, and if it's gone smooth, maybe because you put more work into it. There's an Evergreen container ship down there. You know, it's like anything. The harder you work for something, when you actually get it, it's more satisfying, right? I think that's what it is. Because Microsoft is easy mode, man. It really is. And it's good at being easy mode. Is it harder to set up a flight for XP12? Oh, 10 times harder. XEIO. 10 times harder, dude. Especially if you run additional add-ons for weather and stuff. See, my torque is all over the place. I don't have enough travel in my Bravo with this setting. I'm going to have to revert back. To the old way of doing things, because I move my Bravos like a 1/4 inch and I go from 20 to 60 torque, you know. So I'm gonna have to change that. That's all right. We're tweaking. That's the whole point of these. Get this set up. I'm gonna get my XP12 running like XP72, where it's gonna be highly optimized. It's gonna be got the right mods. It's going to be above like 37. Here comes the turn. Fly by. Phantom was AMP that made the last rigging of the throttles. yeah, he rigged our throttle rigging. All right, final approach. Fix inbound. 2,000. IIS hold, we're 150 knots. Down we go. More visual, but we can actually go all the way down to 250. But we're gonna, let's bring us straight in. Sure. I can see the path is. Alright. It's been real, gotta remember to get Cheetah's charcoal, better burn rate and grilling. Hey, man. Take it easy, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. 3 for 2. Runways in sight. Sounds are coming up. Let's enjoy this landing. And let's do some hand flying, which is not bound.
Watsonville traffic, TBM 175 Charlie Foxtrot, approximately 15 miles northwest of the field. We'll be inbound.
We opened the
27
settings, we opened the
Watsonville.
settings, and we didn't reconnect. Oh, brother. Oh, I forgot you could do that. Oh, look, that's cool. I forgot you could pop those out. Alright, I saw the runway somewhere. I'm reconnected. I'm good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I can see the runway way out there, so we can probably just load them off. I don't need to get any lower over the water. I didn't hear anything you said there, Joe Plains. I was talking. Watsonville traffic, Prestige 357. We're about 10 miles to the south, straight in for the RNAV 2 to Watsonville traffic. Yeah, Aaron, you can pop them out on Microsoft too, but then it renders as a different display. So the point of me like popping these out would be to either so you guys can read it better, or if I wanted to teach something on it. In Microsoft, I can't do that with OBS. I'd have to do a screen capture, or every single display would have to be its own source for you to see it on my stream. It's kind of weird. Whereas in X-Plane 12, I can pop them out and you can see them straight up. Like, that's kind of cool. You guys like that, or do you like it without that? It's pretty easy to see without it, but... Alright. Let's fly. Gear down. White arc flaps 1. Props are up.
Watsonville traffic, TBM 5 Charlie Foxtrot, approximately 7 miles northwest of the field now. 2,500, we're going to be entering left downwind 27, and we have King Air traffic in sight, Watsonville.
Are you using the new FT Sim sound pack?
Affirmative.
How is it?
It is really excellent, except for one bug. If you adjust the prop RPM, the sound doesn't change, but otherwise it sounds really good.
Oh wow! So that's a TBM guy with the Echo 19 sound pack. Or I think I said FT Sim, but Echo 19. All right. Gas not required. Undercarriage is down. Mixtures are set. Props are up. Runway's inside. Let's get in the slot here and land this beautiful.
Watsonville, TBM 5 Charlie Fox, left downwind 27.
He's on a left downwind. Oh, I can't see him in his intentions, I don't think. Or I think you could see live players, but I can't see AIs. I can't remember. Well, I'm consistently a little bit high here. Torque is so sensitive. I make one change and it's 10 torque easy. This isn't the longest runway in the world either, so let's not float. See, I'm already in beta. That's can't have that on the Bravo. It's too short of a throw. Still felt great though.
Watsonville traffic, TBM 5 Charlie Fox, left base 27.
See, where is my throttle now? So they're at idle again. Watsonville traffic, Prestige 357, clear runway 2. You're not past to hold short line. There's some cars over here, that's where we're gonna go. I'm in low idle. It's not the it's the travel. I like being able to toggle it in and out of the
Watsonville
ground
traffic,
fine.
TBM 5 Charlie Fox, turning final 27, full stop, Watsonville.
Yeah, the beta doesn't sound very good at first, right? Yeah, that sound is not. It's okay. But then the props like desync too easily in reverse. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's see. I'll put that on low, that's all off. That's coming down, avionics master switch. Let's go ahead and kill it. Feather. Where's my flashlight? Crash bar can come down, inverters. Nav light can stay on, beacons off. Alright. Let's go see how we did.
Watsonville traffic, TBM 5 Charlie Fox is clear runway 27.
So yeah, I can't see him unfortunately, right? That's such a bummer. I think if I set up X pilot maybe? CSL, so you can see live traffic? Alright, let's see the replay. Would you recommend the Chieftain a lot? Yes, I would. The Chieftain is very realistic. I would recommend it. Alright. We're not going to waste too much time. I will disconnect. Good flying with you, Joe. Let's see the landing, and then we're going to quickly zip over. Oh, that was pretty firm, actually. Need a little bit more flair in this new profile. It desensitized it a little bit. It's weird though, because like my props, I don't like. I feel like the prop was in almost beta before we landed. Hear that? The props in beta. Yeah, the props in beta. Oh my gosh. Yeah, can't have that anymore. That was terrible. I mean, I guess it wasn't terrible considering we were in a beta mode there. But yeah, that's. Look at the lights. See, I'm hesitant to get rid of things. Look at the reflection on the nose. Spicy. Bays does Bays have to go, Gus? Does it have to go? Nah, Zippy, what I like is what you got to do is you just have to. I'm going to just keep the linear setting on the throttle axis. I'm not going to configure beta. Because if I can use my, what I'd like to configure is popping my levers, beta, and then putting them in the detent reverse. I don't know if that's possible though. You know? So, look, are you going to complain about lights popping when you have that as your final approach picture? I mean, I'm not. Some people will. But to me, the downfalls of the night lighting right now before the next gen releases, I enjoy. Look at this. I'm going to keep base, Gus. You don't like it? I tuned it down. I tuned the glow down a little bit. I might tune it down just a little bit more. You prefer Drischel Blaries? All right, one more. Back it way up, and then let's go into Microsoft 2024. Back it up. And we're going to do a round of the Chieftain. You like it on your settings, and you have BlueFX running? I think people get carried away with BlueFX. I'm not saying you are, Sippy, but I've seen a lot of pictures of people just getting carried away with making their sim blue. That looks that looks like a West Coast dusk approach. I mean, it's dusk, like nighttime. Like that's a West Coast approach look. That gold on the horizon, this looks really good. I can tell though, I can see here we are a little bit glowy, a little bit hazy. Still a little bit hazy, maybe. Yeah, it max everything. You're right, Gus. That's what it looks like. It looks like everything's max light intensity. Can you see that in, hold on. No, we're watching the landing. Look at this. Is this in Microsoft 2024? So this is an Omni, hold on, look at this. I noticed this on this approach. I'm going to slow motion this. So we have bi-directional end lighting here. These are the green lights. These are bi-directional. So green one way and amber or red the other direction. You can see that on the ground. As I'm flying in, they're green this direction, white this direction. The edge lights, omnidirectional. And you can see they have an omnidirectional shadow around the edge lights. That is detailed. That's what I'm saying. This is where I love my Microsoft just as much as anybody else, but the airport lighting bothers me now. It never used to. I used to love flying Microsoft at night, and I still do. But the airport lighting, like runway lighting, the Microsoft lights look blobby to me. And I never noticed it until I did a few flights in this. All right, fly over and then Microsoft time. And we'll actually look at it at night too. All right, here we go, fly over. Into beta. Hey Chris, have you ever landed a King Air in ground flying? Hop, skip, and a jump. Get control. See, Microsoft, so look, this is what Microsoft lights would look like on that ground. Like this is what your runway lights look like at Microsoft. Right here. All right. You guys wanted to see it. Let's pause that. Let's end. Actually, hold on. Let's go toggle replay. We're done with the replay. Everything should be done. Okay, we're closed, lights off. Now look, if you go to plugins, settings, no, let's see. Flaps full. Load configuration. No. Huh, okay, no, we're good. All right, cool. Let's quit the sim. Quit the sim. All right, so we're going to quit. Don't go anywhere. We're not leaving. We are going to do an immediate swap over to X-Plane. So hold on. Not X-Plane. What's it called? Microsoft Flight Sim. We are going to test what it feels like. Now I got to get my Brunner set up before I boot, or else I'll be screwed up here. So I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to go settings. I'm going to set you up for Microsoft settings. We can stop. What is going to be the closest thing to the Chieftain? Probably the Baron, right? I'm going to stop map enhancement. That's done. All right, that's done. Brunner is done. We'll close Brunner. And now we're going to boot Microsoft 2024. And can you see it yet? Let's see. We're booting. All right. We're not doing another flight. We are going to just test, because I've made some very strong claims that the Piper Chieftain at XP12 is the most realistic feeling airplane I've flown in a sim, and it is that good. But I haven't flown a twin turbocharged piston in Microsoft in a minute, so we're just going to load in real quick. We're going to do maybe 2 laps in the pattern. I'm going to check pitch, power, and trim, and I just want to see how it feels. I want to feel the acceleration with the force feedback. Naturally aspirated Baron. No, I want to use the turbocharged Baron because I want you guys to compare the sounds. So the Chieftain sounds are good. I love the. I think the take from power up to idle, the Chieftain sounds are good. I think they lack a little bit like on startup. The startup sounds of Black Square are unique. They are superior. You can hear the difference of startup, like you can almost hear the engine struggling. Highly detailed sounds on the Black Square. So I think Black Square has it beat in all around sounds. But still, this isn't a sound comparison, because I think that's undisputable. This is going to be a flight just feeling. Yeah, we're going to go turbo. We're going to do Turbo Baron. Oh, Blary's World, the Turbine Dukes. That's why I'm disappointed in the King Air sound pack in X-Plane 12, because you get used to starting up the Turbine Dukes or the Turbine Bonanza. Oh my gosh, dude. It's amazing. Bills, how'd your Bills do tonight? Buffalo Bills. Let's see. Oh, they're losing 27-17. Like anybody cares about preseason. Oh, there's a game at 9 p.m. Cool, I can catch that on the way home. I don't care about any of those teams, though. Who's playing for LA? No. This is week 3, though, right? So nobody's playing this week. Those PT6 feel like they exist. Yes, Blary's World. Very true. Well said. Well said. The PT6s sound like they exist. Yeah. I would argue anything Black Square, anything that you hear exists. It's not just a code, right? It's not just this is the engine parameter and it's there. You can hear it. You can hear, especially with the Commander, with the struggling engine, rough engine, rich engine. You can hear mag, spark plug fouling, all that stuff. See, Microsoft has got some nuclear lighting too. And then sometimes I can't tell if we're Microsoft or if we're in like Far Cry 3 in 2003. My Niners are playing the Raiders heading into halftime. Yeah. Saw that 6-9. Preseason. What a joke. I thought we were getting rid of preseason. They should just do practices and then we should start the season early. Like, let's go. Let's start right now. I'd actually rather watch joint practices live. Pro Bowl is gone. Yeah. All right, here we go. City update 6 for Italy. Get it for free. Not now. See, stop forcing me to do. I have a problem, guys. The more I fly Microsoft, I get pissed off at all this gaminess in Microsoft again. It wasn't bothering me before. It's starting to bother me now. What are we going to load up? Baron, we said, right? Baron. Professional. Configure. All right. Variant. Is this a TC? Hold on. I'm not sure if I can show you guys stuff. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go back here. Let me select something else. What a TC? I need a TC. P? No, that's pressurized. Turbocharged. Here we go. Turbocharged. Love it. We'll even do a Canadian blue and white. Y'all need to just shushy up there, alright? Stop it. You saw nothing. Get me in trouble. Just be adults, will ya? Just be adults for me tonight. I'm trying to help y'all out. Alright, we're gonna load up at Kika, Murrayfield. And let's see, we're gonna do live, and let's load in so we can start up because we want to hear the startup. You saw nothing, Zippy. Piss off. Let's load up our GameCube. See, the sky looks too hazy. But you can't argue with how amazing the model looks. And no ants, you know? No ants. It's smooth. It has its place. Alright. Let's do a little walk around here. We'll pull this off. The chocks are removed. I'll be an adult until we get another Alpha Zulu moment. Mix, thanks for the 5 Canadian, brother. Appreciate you. Very kind, man. Alright. Here we are in... Is my views not bound? No, they are bound. Alright. Let me connect the Bruner. Please work. Alpha Zulu moment. Yes. X-Plane certainly doesn't have Barry. That is true. Alright, I'm going to connect. Yo, please work. Sometimes Bruner gets fishy without a PC reboot. Alright, initialize. That's good. We're getting there. Swapping between sims. Halfway there. Yes! Connected! Alright. Alright, I need to fix my view though. Hold on real quick. Guess we haven't flown this one in a hot minute. Alright, that looks like a good view right about there. I'd say so. Reset that one. We've got those views. Let's set this view down here for number 2. And panel view. We don't need any of this stuff, but we'll just do this. And then do I need, what's down here? Is there cow flaps, fuel? All right. Let's listen to the sounds. Let's start this puppy up. Let's open the window. Let's remember how to fly this thing. All right, idle forward cutoff. That's all bound correctly. All right, battery switch is coming on. Boost pumps high. Prime it. Beacon, nav, back to idle cutoff, boost pumps off. We actually start this engine in full rich. So clear, prop. Excellent. Right alternator, clear prop. Ground the starter a little bit there. Left alternator's coming on, mixture's coming back to lean, 1000 RPM. And hold on. Let's fly it with the exact same throttle quadrant. Travel is a little bit different. Longer levers like so. Alright. Avionics master switch can come on. Oh, the sounds are freaking Magic Bale Ref is done. We're going to get the engines warmed up. These are cow flaps open. Brakes released. Let's taxi to the runway. I think sounds other, startup black square definitely. The Chieftain sounds are very, very good. I think the startup and idle is a little bit, needs a little more bass maybe. Still good though. I still wish X-Plane had a Magic Bale Ref button. You and me both, players will. You and me both. Taxiing around, Baron feels good. Actually, I'm going to say this, because of the way the brakes are in XP12, my brakes feel more real. My ground handling feels more realistic in the Baron right now than it did in the Chieftain, just because I've got my brakes set up correctly. I need to spend more time tweaking my brake axes in XP12. I run very specific brake curves in Microsoft, so I don't have over excessive braking. You see, like, I'm really pushing my pedals and they're just moving a little bit. I think it's real easy for us in Flight Sim to just forget about our brake pedal curve. If you just run a straight linear brake pedal, man, if you tap your brake pedal, you're at 50% brake pressure. That's a lot. Like, that's really stepping on the pedals. So, so far, Microsoft has taken the cake, but that's just a setting thing. Migs, thank you for dropping the 5 gifted memberships, my man. I appreciate you. Very, very kind, brother. If you get a membership from Migs, shout him out and say thank you. That is very kind, my friend. All right, we're at, I think pattern altitude is 1,500 feet here for twins. How is our engine temps? Just now are getting in the green. Good. Okay, so let's go. Lights coming on. Fuel pumps to low. Actually, I think we leave them off, right? Full rich for takeoff. Strobe light. No flaps required. Those stay on. Let's close the door. The window, rather. Here we go. Wait, Chris PT6 dropped some subs. My man, Chris. Dude, I'm sorry, dude. I was heads down. Wouldn't pay attention. Cussed me out in text message. Thank you, dude. I appreciate the 10 gifted subs from Chris PT6. Oh, while you're here, if you're still here, dude, is Vodka here? No, he's not here. You can tell Vodka that my profiles are the goated profiles then, if you're liking those profiles. I'm trying that same profile I sent you, the updated one with the updated fixes. I'm actually trying that right now in Microsoft 2024 to see how this feels, because I want it to be as same as possible. I'm going to set my HSI to the runway heading here, and I'm going to set this to our base leg, or upwind, crosswind, whatever the hell you call it. So, all right. Sorry for missing that, dude. No, I'm not trying to pressure. Oh, Team Vodka is here, Chris. Team Vodka is here. So let him know how you feel about my profiles, because they're special, I think, dude. All right, here we go. Let's go take off. Let's see how it feels. Watch the yoke blow back here. This is so cool. Oh, yeah. Turbo sounds good. Black square. Power set. Now, it's also a different engine than the Chieftain. Positive brake. Zero. Pitch up for 120. There's 400 feet in the turn. Make left traffic. About the Cheyenne, Gus. Love it. to say it now. Clouds, I think actually might be better in X-Plane. Certain clouds, light, fluffy clouds, better in X-Plane 12. I'm not quite there. And it's actually right traffic at this airport. It's alright. Don't do this with procedures. The small clouds, X-Plane 12 has the lead. I'm climbing a little bit above pattern altitude because I'm supposed to make right traffic and we're over terrain now. So again, this is not a traffic pattern tutorial. Let's go ahead and try to land this sucker now from a high spot. Now, I will say performance, my goodness, the sim runs so smooth. Let's go gear early here. White arc right on the edge, first notch of flaps, countering that sink balloon, I like that. Salvage that pattern right there. It's a Gus Rodriguez pattern circa 1995 in the Seneca 2. Blue line approach. Alright, gas, mixtures, we'll keep them where they are. Props, we'll keep them where they are. We'll treat it just like the Chieftain. Now again, it's going to fly a little bit different than the Chieftain. I'm going to land short and I'm going to fill it up a little bit. I'm going to add a little weight to the aircraft. It might be a little bit light. So I'm going to land. I'm going to try to put this right on the threshold here. Let's see if we can target the numbers anyway. We'll target the numbers. Okay, 1,000 footers. Short field, stop. Alright, hold on. 1,000 RPM, let's load this puppy up here. Well, we are actually decently loaded. What's our weight? We're, max is 62, we're 55. About 1,000 under max. Can we try a short field? Can barely hear me. Oh, sorry. Let's do. Where's our noise canceling jack set at? Where's our jack screw? There we go. All right, now you should be able to hear me more. Sorry, guys. We're gonna do a short field. Flaps to approach. We're gonna stand on the brakes. We're gonna do one more lap in the pattern. And then I'll have my final assessment. So we're going to set power. Hold the brakes. Going to lean. They're dragging. All right, that's close enough. Come on, baby. Short field takeoff. Positive rate. Gear up. Love it. No runway remaining, coming through 100 knots, flaps up. Trim. We can give the mixtures a little bit in there. 120 knots, we're gonna make a right turn. 400 feet. 1,000 to level off. Power reduction. $28. 24. Approaching pattern altitude. We'll level off 1,500. $140 knots. So it is really nicely simulated. I think it just comes down to the difference between the Chieftain and the Baron. I mean, I think this Baron is a little bit more sporty than the Chief. But man, I'm trying not to talk. I'm trying to just feel, just trying to get with the feels here. We're beaming downwind. We gotta start trickling down. I feel like our altimeter is not correct. This terrain seems awfully high here. So let's see, lower the power's coming back. The nose is gonna drop. I'll counter that with the approach flaps. Should kind of catch that balloon. Start the turn. Now get in the Duke for the hell of it. All right. The Duke has the same engine, right? Does the Duke have the same engine? All right, there we go. A little bit low on the pattern. The trees are better in Microsoft. But you see what I mean? Here, let's watch this. You guys want to be upset with your night lighting in Microsoft. Cockpit night lighting, fantastic. Black Square, go. Black Square are the best add-ons that have props in Microsoft. No doubt. But look at your runway lights. Look at this sight picture, and remember what we just landed in. All right, we're 120 knots. Props stay where they are. Mixture stay where they are. Gear is down. Flaps are full. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to come in below blue line here on the Baron. I'm going to really come in slow. Short field technique here. Let's see if I can do a little bit better. I'm trying to kind of run. I'm trying to intentionally chop it and just kind of plop down. I'm trying not to butter it, if you will. Ground effect is pretty strong. Look at your starry runway lights. Ah. All right, pitch, power, performance. They're the same. I mean, the airplane flies like it should power-wise. The drag feels right. The power feels right. X-Plane is just as good, bro. If not better in some aspects. Let's do one more test. One more test. This is the final situation. We're gonna end flight. And we're gonna go to Watsonville where we just landed. I'm gonna take the Grand Duke. My baby. I'm going to take the Black Square Grand Duke. This is the Turbo Duke. We're going to go nighttime, Watsonville, where we just landed. I don't know if this livery works. Let's see. Oh, please don't crash the sim. Oh, scheisse. I haven't flown it in so long. I don't know if these are compatible with the sim anymore. I don't know. Sometimes they change. I don't have a thing here. Let's see if it pops up. Oh, that's the Barry Duke. That's the Barry Duke. No winglets. Saving back. Saving back. We're going to go Watsonville, where we just landed. Same sight picture, same runway at night. We're going to start right here. Runway 30, whatever. Runway 2, rather. Start. We might already be in Engine's running. We'll see. I was going to say those lights look normal to me. Stigmatism. All lights look that to me. Stigmatism for the win, yeah. Nick, thanks for 5 Canadian. Honestly, from what I've seen of the passenger themes, I think X-Plane has caught up in most areas visually. It really has, Migs. Thanks for the Canadian, dude. Yeah, it has definitely caught up in a lot of areas. In a lot of areas, Migs. You're absolutely right, dude. Okay, we're on the wrong runway. Let's make sure our engines are running. Let's do one flight at... Look at the... I've been flying so much X-Plane. How do I get out of the... How do I do drone cam? Look at that. That's they're trying. They're trying. All right. Oh man, this reminds me of our Barry Seal tours. Let's take off and fly a reverse 180 so we can come back and land on the same runway that we landed on an X-Plane. Alright. Brakes released. Sure, they're all set. Let's go. Gotta do DCS C-130 Flight 1. Hey, what's up, Mr. RB? Thanks for the $2 super chat, man. This feels more Chieftain-esque. Positive, right? Gear up. We gotta turn the sounds down. I can't even hear myself thinking. So freaking good. Out here and pirouette. All right, power's coming back. 34. 28. Lean the fuel flow back a little bit. We'll go up 1,500 feet. See, these orthos look very good too. I feel like my seat position's a tiny bit off. Oops. All right, let's run the time forward. About like this, right? All right. Let's get her back down and land facing Watsonville. This will be a good approach comparison here. Actually, you know what? Hold on, pause. Let me record this. I'm going to play them side by side. Recording's on. All right, here we go. This is such a hot rod airplane, man. I love it. All right. Gump checks complete. We are getting a little light haze off from the landing lights, which we did not have in X-Plane 12, which is good. It's nice to see. So we do have some reciprocal hazes. The one children of magenta yearn for berry streams once more. Mix almost crashed reading that. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the super chat. Miggs, what do you think about a berry return in a Piper Chieftain? Oh, can Barry return into Chieftain? Stalagmites. I see stalagmites off the nose. This is the GOAT aircraft still. Grand Duke is the GOAT. The visibility is so small compared to everything else we've been flying. Fly her down. She likes to float in Microsoft. Oh, greaser. Oh. I'm just trying to record this straight on, and then we're gonna watch the replay. Mix $20 super chat, brother. I appreciate you. Says this is what I think about that. The Barry return. Biggs, my man. Thank you so much, dude, for that very generous super chat, man. Very, very kind of you, Biggs. Much appreciated, dude. Oh boy, is Barry gonna return in a beat up Piper Chieftain? All right, let's do a couple things. I'm gonna get this is weird. I have to get my own stream up here. My own stream live. I'm going to stream Inception. Now we're gonna go back to when we were in the King Air. And we're gonna come back to our approach over the water. We're gonna come back to right about here. We're gonna go full screen. Try to set this up for you guys as best I can. Theater mode. Alright. Now we're going to go replay. About 1,200 feet right there. Or 1,200 feet. Where are we at? Oh, wow. So that's... Oh, I can't see. I got to mute that. Alright, 1,200 feet on both streams. All right, now we're gonna do this. This is gonna be weird. Hold on, I gotta full screen this. I'm gonna bring you up. I need to I'm gonna artificially shrink this a little bit so I can fit the other. Good, okay. Now I'll move this over here. It's about as good as I can get it, I think. For now, just so we can kind of see, and I might slide it over a little more. But all right, so now I gotta hit resume and play. The lights are much brighter. It's also a little bit brighter in the time of day. Try to match up the sky a little bit. That's better, I think. As far as I can see, today all simmers win. Amen to that, Digital Merc. Amen to that. Look at the stalagmites on the ground there. Look at the runway configuration. We were faster in the King Air. That's why we're going to touch down first in the King Air. Landing in beta. I want to see the Duke nose, or the runway in the Duke. Just landed in the Duke. That's default X-plane airport too. So both default airports. Yeah, Sim Update 6 does seem a little more washy than I remember. Alright, well that's all I can do about that. Let's go ahead and kill that window. I gotta reset this. I'm done. That's your comparison. That is your comparison. With that said, enjoy another replay or two here. I think we're going to sign off. But I think Digital Merc is correct in the fact that all simmers win today. Sim Update 6 does seem a little bit more blurry than it ever has. That is something I can confirm from before I even started flying XP12 again. It's just that Sim Update 6 to me has not been my favorite. It's one of my least favorite add-ons. Things don't seem as crisp. Whether it's lights, whether it's ortho in the distance. But again, I'm not doing this. I don't want anybody fighting in the comments. I think that's so ridiculous. I'm excited to fly both sims. I'm just trying to get both of my sims optimized the way I want them. That way I can choose which sim I want to fly that particular day. That's really what I come down to, you know. And I think a lot of people are interested in dabbling in XP12 more, so I'm trying to do some legwork here with Gus and my helpers in the chat to get my XP12 set up, because there is a lot more setup required with XP12 to have a better experience. So with that, I leave you guys a landing in Watsonville, California, in the good old Duke that is still the GOAT. Which sim felt better in hand flying? I don't know. I don't freaking know. X-plane. I don't know. They both feel good. Chris, you let him know. Ask Chris PT6 what he thinks better. I don't know, man. They're both so good. But you could see here, you know, when you get down on the ground, this is Microsoft here. This is when you get down on the ground, right? You start getting stalagmites, you start getting melty sim. So there's a time and a place for both simulators. That is without a question. There's a time and a place for both simulators. The fluidity and smoothness of Microsoft, though, is awesome. It runs better. It runs more efficiently, it feels like. The sim is so buttery smooth for the most part until you get micro stutters. But I think outside of the Piper Chieftain, we really don't have any black square quality add-ons in the XP12 yet. I'm very excited to see what the Metroliner brings to the table, and that way we have a little bit more fun comparing those. So, all right, I'm done. It's 9 o'clock. I am headed home. I will see y'all tomorrow for one stream in the Citation 750 Jet Card. We'll be back tomorrow. You guys take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you all for the support. Biggs, thanks for your last super chat there. I just saw it says, we're really spoiled. Golden age of simming. Amen to that. Appreciate XP12 streams. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. I have a whole lot of fun doing them. Shout out to Gus Rodriguez. Gus Rodriguez getting all our mods in. Look at these trees here, though. This is kind of cool. It's almost like the, I can't think of the name of those trees, but yeah, then we got stalagmites, bro. Photogrammetry. I love it. All sims win. Take care. Stay healthy. I'm V1.